China's UBTECH Robotics shocked the world when it unveiled its lineup of ultra-realistic companions it's preparing to mass produce. The publicly traded robotics firm pitched its vision for the future of love during a spectacle that people either viewed as groundbreaking, dystopian, or deceptive. As the initial shock wears off, harder questions are starting to surface. UBTECH has been through more robotics hype cycles than probably anyone in today's humanoid race. But this time is different. The promise is bigger, stranger, and much harder to deliver. Are the robots as advanced as UBTECH says, or are they selling a polished illusion before they're ready? Is the staggering demand they've reported actually real? And if so, how many people can actually afford to participate? Is this the future of love, or the exact nightmare the movies have been warning about for a century? UBTECH first hinted at the new direction it's taking in late May 2026, when its founder and CEO, Zhou Jian, announced on social media the launch of its new brand aimed specifically at consumers. The sub-brand, called UWorld, has been described by some as a pivot, but that's not accurate. UBTECH has evolved steadily by adding new robot categories and expanding into new markets rather than abandoning one strategy for another. The robotics firm first became known for its compact humanoid robots from its Alpha series, developed to compete with Now from the now-defunct French company Aldebaran Robotics. Now had been widely adopted in classrooms and robotics labs, typically priced between $6,000 and $8,000 per unit. UBTECH's Alpha bots delivered a similar form factor and programmability, but at a fraction of the cost, often around $500. It then expanded deeper into education through DIY kits and coding platforms, and even collaborated with Disney on consumer-grade robots to coincide with the release of Star Wars: The Last Jedi in 2017 and Avengers: Infinity War in 2019. Those robots, priced around $300, could be found at Best Buy and Apple stores. Around the same time, it took a swing at the US smart home market with Lynx, an Alexa-powered home assistant humanoid priced around $800. From there, it expanded into service applications with its wheeled cruiser robot, priced starting around $8,000 to undercut SoftBank's Pepper. At CES 2018 in Las Vegas, UBTECH unveiled its first bipedal robot, aptly named Walker. A full-sized Walker humanoid debuted the next year, followed by the Walker X at the 2021 World Artificial Conference in Shanghai, which was widely considered China's most advanced humanoid at the time. The company initially positioned its Walker line as consumer-oriented before pivoting to industrial applications in 2023. UBTECH became the first Chinese humanoid robot maker to go public in December 2023, when it became listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. During its IPO listing ceremony, a bipedal robotic panda named Yu walked confidently to the podium and presented Zhou with a gong mallet. An industrial Walker humanoid and the founder struck the gong together to open trading. The spectacle came shortly after the Chinese government set a national goal to mass manufacture humanoids by 2025 and to lead the market by 2027. UBTECH reported shipping more than 1,000 of its industrial Walker humanoids in 2025. The total lagged behind fellow Chinese humanoid firms Unitree and Agibot, but it's arguably secured a stronger footing in the industrial sector. By early 2026, it had announced planned deployments with giants like Foxconn, BYD, Geely, and Texas Instruments. The robotics firm unveiled its first ultra-realistic humanoid robot named Una, as well as a masculine variant in February 2025 at the Leap Tech conference in Saudi Arabia. UBTECH also recently launched a new majestic service humanoid, the Walker C1, which made its public debut at the 4th China International Supply Chain Expo in Beijing. The way the robot moved at the conference is very similar to an ultra-realistic, female-presenting robot that slow danced with a human partner during its latest viral spectacle. UBTECH opened advanced reservations for its U1 robots in early June 2026 through the Chinese e-commerce platform JD.com. Registering interest required a refundable deposit of more than $400 before the robot's full specifications, model range, or final pricing were revealed. The company reported rapidly rising pre-orders in the lead-up to the event, eventually claiming more than 13,000. The formal unveiling featured a Westworld-like display of ultra-realistic creations co-mingling with humans, including this popular Chinese cosplayer. Her name is Cheyenne Bing, but she's better known as her robotic alter ego that she channels to millions of followers as Sweet Big Boss Giovanna across social media. She was involved in a minor controversy back in 2024 when she appeared alongside real robots from the Dalian firm HKEX Robot at the World Robot Conference in Beijing. Critics called it deceptive, while others said it was obviously for entertainment purposes. UBTECH's U1 line's pricing starts around $17,000 for an Android bust. A stationary full-body version is around $25,000. The most advanced version, the U1 Ultra, is priced starting around $145,000 for a male model and $129,000 for a female. UBTECH hasn't offered an official explanation for the price difference, but the masculine variants are taller. The Ultra Edition adds autonomous movement, substantially greater onboard computing power, more than 60 actively controlled degrees of freedom in its body, and deeper customization of its face, voice, makeup, clothing, and behavior. All of the models have synthetic silicone skin and microfacial motors for human-like expressions. The pricing is similar to the US company Realbotics, though its highest-end robot has a wheeled base instead of legs. Chinese media reaction to UBTECH's rollout has shifted from excitement to caution to skepticism. Social media discussion mostly focused on the divisive idea of realistic robot girlfriends and boyfriends. The mood changed when UBTECH revealed the actual products and announced its pricing. Critics call it too expensive for robots that can't perform tasks and lack the required gear to replace a romantic partner. Others said the robots have luxury-level value as social companions. Reporters and social media users questioned how meaningful the number of reported sales was because the deposits were refundable. Others doubted that UBTECH could actually manufacture them at such a scale based on its previous production levels. The biggest criticism was the difference between the promotional images and videos and the machines shown in person. Their facial expressions, bipedal locomotion, and body movements still appeared stiff and mechanical. Others brought up ethical concerns. During the UWorld event, UBTECH announced the Norwegian DJ Alan Walker as its global ambassador. They plan to create a robotic twin of the artist for use during upcoming shows. The collaboration could give UBTECH valuable exposure, with Walker's sizable fan base that's driven 17 billion views on YouTube alone and his connections to major pop stars. But it also raises deeper questions about where humanoid robotics is headed. Could it lead to a scenario similar to what the classic silent film Metropolis warned viewers about a century ago? In the Fritz Lang film, a well-liked citizen, Maria, is replicated in robotic form to incite chaos and political unrest. UBTECH said customers can create customized robots, which could copy a person's face and voice. The technology could be used to potentially comfort grieving families by recreating loved ones in robotic form. Las Vegas-based Realbotics demonstrated this in 2025 when it collaborated with Alan Hamill, the widower of actress Suzanne Summers, on an android replica powered by her digital twin. UBTECH says it's created an ethics committee to confront concerns as the technology advances. Supporters still view the launch as important, arguing that companionship may become the first major home use for humanoid robots. Whether UBTECH can deliver on what it's promised remains to be seen. The company says it will start shipping initial units later in 2026. Meanwhile, there's no shortage of competitors in China working toward lifelike synthetic humans, including Shanghai's Droid Up, whose viral humanoid Moya just made its European debut at the Davos Tech Summit.
I am a fully bionic companion robot, built for everyday life, for the rooms where people really live.
For more on Droid Up's plans to release the ultra-realistic walking android into the world at scale, check the related video.